fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold down to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands in 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and that's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On for a field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tackled by Josh Jobe. A gain of 14. And a Raider first down.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wilson with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the fourth quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the fourth quarter here of Super Bowl 63. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. A give, this is Wilson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A.J. Barner, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a hand off to Genty. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. To throw now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 40 yards. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Raiders 42. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. To about the 40-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Here's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw, Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stevenson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offense...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out to Genty. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Down back at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. From the gun on 3rd down, Stevenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Stevenson.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Jason Myers to kick
And
off.
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Raiders now down by 13. A minute 7 remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
6-yard line.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets it off to Freeman. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Another carry for Wilson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.